First, your impressions of the first preseason game.
No, I was happy. I was happy where we're at. We wanted to give guys 45 minutes of a run out. I thought the first group played well, created some good opportunities for themselves, but I was happy with the movement of the ball. I think it took us about 10 minutes to get into the game, but after that I thought the movement of the ball was pretty good. The second group, obviously a lot of new faces, a lot of trialists and so forth, so the cohesion was off a little bit at times offensively, but still they had a phase there, about a 15-minute phase, where they really could have gotten another goal. And at the end, they had to show a little bit of resiliency and determination to hang on, and they did that. So overall, I was pleased.
Frei had a couple of chances to show that doesn't have too much rust on him after 2 years without too many games.
No, I thought Stefan, Marcus will play tomorrow, play 90, but I thought Stefan did well. I think the save he made off the free kick off the header, was a good save. It was pretty similar to the goal that got scored the other night, and he pulled off that save, and I think you could see his kicking is something that's definitely an asset for us as well. And I think, with each day, each training session, his confidence grows, and, when you haven't started in a while, you sort of need that little bit of time. But myself and Tommy have been very pleased with the direction he's going in.
How do you manage that competition there between those two? There's one guy playing a game and the next alternating, or will there be kind of a method to
that? And for these two games we decided to alternate. We felt Josh Ford is still coming off his injury, and we didn't want to push him out there yet. We might on the weekend push Josh out for maybe 30 minutes a game or something, but we'll see how that goes. But certainly, for them, it's I always think it's better for a goalkeeper to get a whole game. Go ahead, manage your game, and Marcus will get that opportunity tomorrow. But they're good goalkeepers. They're both of them. Obviously Marcus is in the competition this year, but Marcus is not our long-term goalkeeper because of where he's at right now age-wise, and so Stefan knows that that's an opportunity for him. So I think it's been good. I think they've both trained hard and they've both trained well.
Any young guys stand out to you in their first opportunities?
Young guys as in trialists or young guys as in young players. I thought Tristan Bowen had some good moments in the first half, definitely showed some things there. Remick, who really only played like 20 minutes last year, I thought Dylan, not just because of the assist, but I thought he had a pretty solid game at left back, getting forward. So I was very pleased with them. I thought Michael Lazira in the second half, did a good job at defensive midfield, won some balls, battles. Jimmy Ockford, I think you could see in the second half why we compared him a little bit to Zach Scott. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he gets up and wins those headers, and challenges for balls. And I thought Damien Lowe did well also. So I think from that standpoint, it was good.
And the combination play between Kenny Cooper and Obafemi Martins, it seems like you've got to be happy with that, with the result of that first half.
Yeah, it was good. It was good because we talked to Kenny about dropping in a little bit into that hole behind Oba staying high, and they did that. There's times in a game, obviously, where that switch takes place between them, but I thought for the most part they held that and they were able to combine with each other. Kenny was able to open the game up with some good balls out to Lamar, some good balls out to Bowen for us there. I thought Ozzy's passing was very good today as well. And, obviously Oba does, what Oba's supposed to do, which is finish the opportunities when they're there, and he did that very well.
You had some veteran newcomers, but veterans out there today. And, just talk about sort of the roster makeover and seeing what you saw, right off the bat with the new guys.
Yeah, obviously with the new guys, and we talked about Stefan already, but he was very solid, in goal. Chad Marshall is just, he's just a very calming defender. You never see him like panicking out there, and his timing of when to step around forwards is so good. And when the ball's up in the air, chances are he's going to go up and win it. So I thought he was solid. Jaleel, played right back. We're still looking at him at center back as well for us. But I thought Jaleel was solid. There are a couple of good defensive plays that he made for us. And he was consistent. He was what we expected. Trying to think, and then Kenny Cooper was the other one, and I thought Kenny did well. I like it when he drops in there and he runs at people. He'll play high if I ask him to play high. I want him there right now. I wanted him in that hole a little bit, and and you know, it's just going to get better for him. And you know, the bigger you are, the players like Chad and Kenny, it takes them a little longer to get their fitness going. You know, the small guys roll out of bed and they're fit right away, but the big guys got to work at it a little bit. So as their fitness continues to improve, I think they'll get better and better.
What kind of things do you expect different tomorrow against Vancouver?
You know, it's going to be a mishmash of players a little bit. You know, obviously there's some eight kids that we didn't play today who are, again, young and trialist players, tryout guys, so we want to take a good look at them. There's some guys that played today that we're going to ask to play 45 again tomorrow. So it's going to be a little more of a mix, you know, play some guys in a little bit different positions as well. So it's a little more pressure on especially because we still got some central midfielders missing on our ability to keep the ball in the middle of midfield. But, you know, it'll be a good run out for those guys, and we'll see how they do.
Marco, so getting to the point almost where you're going to get him in, or maybe not tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. You know, what we decided with Marco is, you know, from the time he finished at Heerenveen until here, he really hadn't done a lot. So we didn't want to stick him out too early. He seems to be gathering his fitness well. We wanted to be able to take some days and work with him fitness-wise, and we'll see about Saturday or Sunday, one of those two games, you know, trying to get him like 30 minutes in one of those two games. But obviously he's a skillful player, you know, who can do some good things and add some things to our team as well. So it was good.
Look at the pace. In our goal. Oh, it is fantastic. Absolutely sensational by the Sounders. Hey kids, come train like the first team. Join us this year at Sounders FC Youth Soccer Camps. Have fun and improve your skills. Meet players, make friends and learn from the best. Visit camps.soundersfc.com. Space is limited, so sign up today.